Hi, my name's Brianna. I'm 21.
I'm Amber, I'm 26.
Carmen, 21.
Isis 21.
Lucy, 27.
Kimo 23.
My name is Christian. I'm 22.
And I'm Leonardo, 19. Today, I think we can all remember the times of COVID, especially back in lockdown when we were all stuck in our houses, wondering when is this all going to be over, asking for vaccines without even truly knowing what vaccines were or how they get accepted for our use. In this presentation, I'm going to go over how vaccines are regulated and how they've had advances throughout the years. Because believe it or not, vaccines have had major changes throughout the years. For vaccines to be used, they need to be regulated and licensed for our use by the WHO, also known as the World Health Organization, does this for multinational purposes, and they've been doing this for over 33 years. For the regulations and licensing is usually a longer process, but during pandemics, there is some get arounds to get through pandemics faster and get vaccines out in a timely manner. The COVID-19 vaccine was planned to be released in around 18 months, per the World Health Organization. Keep this in mind for a later topic. Some of the bigger issues for the COVID-19 vaccines at the beginning was that they were being made by small or medium-sized organizations, meaning that even if they made a good enough vaccine, they couldn't make enough for the whole population to get out of the pandemic. Now, the COVID-19 vaccine actually came out in the 12 months instead of the 18 months that was speculated previously, said by the FDA. This was because of previous mRNA advances they have made previously to vaccines, and also through the WHO regulations that were cut down from the pandemic changes that they do to get through pandemics faster. Older vaccines were made from dead and killed viruses made in labs, meaning that it was highly unsafe for the people making the vaccines, since they had to create a form of the virus inside their labs, which could create an outbreak inside the lab. Now, newer vaccines are made from replicating the spike protein to signal our mRNA receptors. Our mRNA receptors, to keep it short, is our messenger receptors, meaning when it interacts with our body, it understands how to react when it encounters the virus or something like it. The newer vaccines are much safer and faster to make, especially because they do not have to make a replica of the virus inside the laboratories, which was highly unsafe before, and now they only have to recreate a form of the spike protein to create newer viruses. Newer viruses in general have had a great impact for mankind, since it prevents around 2 to 3 million deaths a year per Richard Hudson in general. Now, I understand vaccines are hard to understand, especially in this short time frame of this short presentation, especially when I only went over through the regulations of vaccines and how they've had major advances. I definitely encourage anyone that was interested in vaccines to deep dive into this topic to understand better about everything in vaccines and have a better understanding of what goes into vaccines during pandemics and in general to better our health. Thank you.